This program is brought to you through the kind support of the Friends of That's What She Said. Support BCTV by visiting bctv.org/support.
It used to be great, now it's not so great, but it's still pretty great. Reading. It used to have lights, then it didn't have lights. New with LED lights. Pagoda. Did they really say that? They did not say that. Yeah, they did say that. That's what she said.
My goodness, wait. Wasn't ready. We were talking and playing and things. Welcome to another episode of That's What She Said, where we have more fun than anybody else in the world. We have a wonderful show for you tonight. We go traipsing away. Well, I do. And
we had a surprise, but
no. Martha, what is on the agenda for our glasses tonight?
The agenda is mimosas.
Release the mimosa.
All right. Pop. We even do sound effects.
That was somewhat anticlimactic.
All righty.
Oh, I just turned my tweeter off. Remember, you can call us at 610-378-0426 or tweet us at @Cy and She Tweets to Me. And we would love to hear from you. I will keep my Twitterer right there. Let's see. Well, I guess I should tell everyone who everyone is. We have a wonderful show tonight, traipsing, and we have some fitness tips coming up. They're not laughing about fitness, although by the looks of, never mind. We'd like to introduce our panel as usual. We have Sheila here, she who knits. This thing's coming along very slowly.
Yeah.
She
I made a confession. I only do it here, like 1 hour every month.
Well then.
So it grows
along.
a couple of inches every so often.
There you go.
You know.
And of course, Martha. And we welcome back to.
Hey! Woo! So glad and she's drinking. I'm drinking. I can finally partake.
These are special
Oh,
requests.
cheers to you.
I'm making up for last time.
Yes, stir it.
Stir it.
Cheers.
There's some.
I did.
There's some chunky beverage in here. And
It's mango, peach.
It's healthy.
Something.
cheers to the new mother.
Cheers
and
and
the
to
baby and the father
Thank you
as
so
well.
much.
Hey, this is amazing.
It's not bad.
This is awesome.
Very tasty.
Oh my goodness.
What
I'm
is-
enjoying it.
What is that, Martha?
It's champagne and Florida Natural Citrus Smoothie Orange Pineapple Mango.
Oh, pineapple. I said peach.
Ah,
Sorry. That tasted
Pineapple
peach.
Mango.
I really did.
Assorted tropical fruit.
It's really
There
the
you go.
champagne
It's
that makes it.
refreshing and wonderful for anything that ails you.
Yeah.
And speaking of things that ail you, it's been a while, it's been a month since we did a show, and in the meantime, we had that horrible storm with that ridiculous hail. Now, luckily, my de chevaux was not at all damaged in the thing. That thing can take just about any beating and still look the same. But how about I know plenty of people who had horrible damage. Jamie's in-laws had their car just totaled, and well, they got a new car, so they're happy about that. But anyone here have any hail horrors?
I was lucky. I was at work in the garage watching all the damage happen, but like my car was safe, and my windows were safe. I was really lucky. I'm grateful.
Well, that
Barry
is-
was driving home.
Wait,
we
who's
had-
Barry?
My husband Barry.
Our studio
Our
audience.
studio audience, yay. Barry. We live in Temple, and it wasn't too bad out there. He was driving through town, and his 3-week-old brand new Grand Cherokee Laredo got pitted all over. So it's going to be fixed, but I think I was more upset than he was because it's brand new, and you know how that first ding on your car, you just take, well, he has 500
Million.
dings. It happened all at one time. Very, very bad.
That's not fun. And
No.
We were good. We were in Hershey for an appointment for my son. And so my husband's car was fine, and we were getting text messages saying there's golf ball sized hail, and we thought it was a joke at first. And then when we saw pictures, I'm going, oh God, my car. But now I think about it, I would have loved for there to have been hail damage to my 10-year-old Ford Escape, because then I could have had a new car. And yet now I still have a Ford Escape. So, Oh well. But 2 blocks down the road, destroyed.
Yeah.
It was amazing. My backyard was just a white spree of iciness.
Did you see yesterday or day before yesterday in the paper, there was a story about a man whose business here is taking dents out of cars. His son learned the business and is now located somewhere else. His son has formed a business and a partnership with people from all over the world. They go wherever there's been a hailstorm.
Wow.
All over the world to repair dents.
That's cool.
And he said in the winter he goes to South America because that's where this hailstorms are, and in the summer he's in the northern hemisphere.
That's
I think that's
nice.
incredible.
That's amazing.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah, doesn't
Let's
that
do that. Let's
make-
go. Let's start a hail
traveling.
company. We'll just travel the world
Sounds like
and
a
do the
hell of
show
an
every
idea.
month. And
Hell yes. Hell yes.
That's the name of our company.
yes, it
Hell
is.
yes.
Oh, yes, oh, that's perfect.
I like it.
There we are. Well, we were talking at our little breakfast meeting, which you know, of course, we have. And if you're just a new viewer, we have a breakfast meeting every Saturday before our show. And so we're trying to convert that to a cocktail evening, but so far Jamie has been tight-fisted about letting us drink while discussing what we're doing.
This is totally a breakfast drink, what we're having
well, it
here.
is.
Well, yeah.
So-
We can drink this at breakfast
can
anytime, I think.
definitely do that.
Oh, well, thank you for topping me off. But we were talking about
Yes, please.
because Nicole has recently, as we know, had a wee one, and we were talking about social media and how much one is willing to share. Now, I'm personally of the belief that anything anyone wants to know about us can be found if they look hard enough, but you have a slightly more protective. Well, not necessarily protective.
That's your mama line.
Yes,
coming
explain.
in here. That's her being
Maybe
a mama
it is.
cat.
Well, because I mean, as a teacher and that too, I feel very public about things. So I've never been afraid to share on Facebook, although I do guard it because I am a teacher and I feel that I have to be careful. But my husband hates Facebook. He detests it, and
He has no Facebook.
He has no Facebook. We started to talk about it though when we were towards the end of the pregnancy, and I really started to see his view on things that I do.
When you run out of food.
I started to see his view because I thought about it, and if I start posting pictures of my child all the time, I read this great article a couple months ago about the overexposure of our children and how we're taking so many pictures of them and putting them on social media, and it's actually creating this mentality in them of like a super inflated ego. Like, I'm so important, there should be thousands of pictures of me all over everything. And then I think about it, when he's 20 years old and going for his first job, his potential boss, can
see his baby picture
go see all
on
of
the
his baby
bearskin
pictures.
blanket.
Yeah, and I think about my baby pictures. They're all in this nice little album that my mom has, and I get to choose who sees those. I get to say, hey, you're worthy enough. I want to show you these. He won't have that choice. Any flippin' person on the planet can be like, that's what your bare butt looks like when you're 6 months old. And
No
so,
cameras around the baby.
Yeah, and the people who are important, like you guys, I brought you a picture tonight and
And
said,
it's
hey, here you go,
adorable.
and you'll get to see him in person. And
adorable.
thank you. I'm fond of him.
He is, yes.
So I'm happy to share him, but I feel that there needs to be some protective quality to him.
Can
in
we
that
share
way.
a picture of him if the camera? If the
Sure,
camera can pull
yeah,
in.
if it'll
Can
pan in.
I don't know if it'll pan in.
His little
tight
smiley
enough.
picture.
Oh, his
Yes,
smiling
his
He
little-
was so cute this morning. He woke up and he was, instead
Can
of
you
screaming,
pull
he was
into that? I
smiling.
don't know.
Probably not. He's adorable.
Does that work at all,
Which one?
ladies and gentlemen?
Nah.
Well,
No.
Well, he's very cute.
indeed.
If you want to see him, come visit.
He is an incredibly cute baby. I don't know if you can. Yeah.
Oh, it's
You're
really
there.
little.
It's tiny,
Yes,
tiny.
well,
not gonna
wee
work.
little boy.
Trust us, he's
He's
adorable.
adorable.
Super.
And he's smiling
you.
and chortling and all things babies do. And now I can't get rid of it.
He's going to be your
Go away,
screensaver.
David. Go away. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Martha, you don't have a
I don't
Facebook
do
account at
Facebook.
all.
No, I don't. I actually have an account that I have never pursued. I never filled in a profile. My son talked me into starting it, and I did. And then it's not that I'm trying to hide anything. I guess I'm just a bit more, I don't know, I don't want to say
Guarded.
closeted, guarded.
Guarded. that too.
I'm just a little bit more private person. And all those people, I don't want to find all those people from my past. Some of them have found, and that's
Martha has skeletons in her closet.
Everybody has skeletons.
Okay.
You can't live this old, and I'm sort of hoping
You don't get to be this age and not have any skeletons.
Well, Sheila's on even more than I, so.
Me,
Really?
I don't sleep a lot, and sometimes even when I'm at my second jobs, I have time to kill, so I'll just kind of browse while I'm, screwing around, wasting time. It's a good way to pass the time sometimes when you're not really able to do anything else, but it's kind of mindless. It's something just to pass time.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like Facebook.
And I kind of like seeing what, I don't get to talk to people, so it's kind of a fun way to keep in touch with everybody without really needing to.
And I like it that there are those people who have been in your past, and you'd like to keep in touch with them, but not constantly. You'd like to know what's going on with them, but you don't want to see them
Right, like
every day.
babies, marriage, and all that fun stuff.
I think it's fun for that.
I think so too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, call out a page number, and hopefully we will have no
What's
tragedy
today?
of last week.
18, page 18.
Oh no, that's too close to where we were.
Okay, 81.
Oh, pick it. There are 205 pages in this book.
Then 204.
Oh, sorry. Yes, two episodes ago we started reading just short excerpts from
I love it.
Celia, Country Reporter, by Laura Vitre.
Published in what year?
Published in 1958, I believe.
But quite a sassy young thing.
Quite a sassy young lass, I might add. Yes, she is. And we've just been doing short paragraphs because the writing is so good. And we want to impart this wisdom of Celia, Country Reporter, to you. So, page 204. A fireman had taken a long branch of a tree and a fire again. We've gone 200 pages since the last
still
fire.
burning.
Things are still
fiery
burning in
tale.
Celia's world. A fireman had taken a long branch of a tree and fashioned himself a pole with a forked end. He began prodding down into the falls while the crowd watched in anguish. Several times he came up with bits of jetsam and weeds, and then something different. A torn scrap of material. Yes, a bit of... Oh my God, how do we keep picking these pages? A bit of Lola's red bathing suit. As he pushed the stick in cautiously again at the same spot, the forked end got a hold of something heavier.
Scandalous.
Came up and dropped back limply. That's it, he said gruffly. The body's here. Let's close this close to the shore. The next problem is to get her up.
Oh,
Well, I think we need to retire Celia, Country Reporter.
Was Lola. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, no. And probably dead.
Or I'm going to pick the page next time. I'm getting traumatized by this book. My
That's funny.
burning,
Oh,
burning
Celia,
horses
my
and drowning
goodness.
Lolas.
Drowning Lolas.
Celia, you're going back in my purse.
It's a band name.
I guess.
I've never saw a band. Drowning
With a
Lolas.
red,
That's a good
red
band.
bathing suit, Lola.
It's like waltzing Matildas, isn't it?
Yes. Drowned.
Oh, wait, I should
Lola.
put this here because that would be lovely with the flowers. Stay. I noticed in the paper the other day that Twin Valley has decided to waive the activities fee for non-sporting activities. This is an ongoing discussion we've been having.
Go
and,
Twin Valley. I'm so proud of you guys.
Right.
yes, they were saying that they thought that it was affecting adversely the attendance and participation in other non-sporting
so is.
activities.
It truly is.
Especially families with multiple kids. They can't do anything because they have too many kids.
And seriously, all joking aside, Twin Valley, I am so proud of you for doing this. I know that financially it does make it harder to balance the budget, but it is the right thing to do.
is.
Because
That's
we
not where
always,
the money should be
Exactly.
coming from.
We always have to remember what our base goal is, and that is to serve our students. And that was not serving our students.
No.
And so I'm very proud of what my school has decided, and I think that it's going to be very positive for the students.
You know, I
at my
really
school.
was very proud of them too. They did something that several districts have concerns about the lowering enrollment or participation, but they have decided not to eliminate that fee. And Twin Valley did something I think they were really
was brave.
very brave
Yeah.
to do that. Good for them.
Indeed. I think
Snaps.
it's wonderful. Yes. Snaps.
Snap, snap.
Rachel tweeted us and wanted to know what Celia was up to. I think we found out. So enough.
She's looking for Lola.
And-
It's not Celia I'm concerned
And
about.
Zoe has said, "Go gallant fox," which I'm, or "Go gallant fox." Go gallant fox. Go gallant.
Oh, that was Corinne's
Was that
horse.
the horses from the last
Yeah,
episode?
that was.
Oh.
I am so bummed, by the way, that I missed the horses.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun.
So bummed.
We can bring the horse race in
We
again.
better.
We will bring the
And if
horse
you're
race
Gallant
in.
Fox, you might win.
There you go.
'Cause-
That's right. How could I forget gallant fox? Or gallant fox.
Gallant Fox.
Gallant fox.
I like Gallant.
Gallant.
My goodness, where are we?
Gallanting down the
So,
Gallant
I wanted
Fox, I
to
like
just
that name.
talk
Has
about
been a
something
while
we
since
were
you
talking
guys
about at the breakfast meeting. Again, the breakfast meeting keeps coming up. We were talking about what makes a feminist. Feminists? Feminist. And Martha, since you...
Well, I think I was around when the term was started, and I am a feminist. And I think...
Why do you hate men?
And that's the whole thing. I think that feminists have gotten a bad name. I just read a couple pieces in the paper in the last couple weeks about young performers, young female performers who have said, well, I'm not a feminist, I like men.
Wow.
I love men, I like men.
It has nothing
but
to
I
do with it.
also can tell you, and I won't on television, what life was like before women really started to try to become equal in all sorts of ways with men. I can tell you stories about my professional life and my married life in my first marriage. We've come a long way, and it has not been easy, and we've got a long way to go. There is very much of the world where women are treated not even as second-class citizens, and it really concerns
chattel.
me. They are chattel, absolutely, and I really hope that younger women today understand that this has been a battle, and it's something that I feel very, very, I am a feminist. I love men, but I believe that I am as good as a man. And there are things that I can do equally as well as a man, and I believe I should be receiving equal pay. I cannot believe that amendment that ERA has never passed.
Well, our pay here is all equal.
It absolutely is.
That's right.
The ladies of that's what she said, are all paid equally nothing. Thank you, Tina. Let's do something about that. So you were eager to...
We're paid in the pleasure of each other's company.
we are.
Yes.
And the
We get to
Indeed.
Yes.
So what
well,
were you...
I agree with Martha. I think I'm a modern day feminist. I also
are.
love men, but I love myself as well.
Yes.
And I love that I have things to offer to this planet and that women do in general. And as an agriculturalist, when you go to developing countries, a lot of the movement now is to focus on women, because the women are the base agriculturalists. They're the ones who are at the home. They're cooking the food, they're growing the food, they're caring for the children. They're the ones to work with at the grassroots level to improve hygiene and water quality. And that's who you focus on in one of those situations. And and they're the ones often that are treated like
chattel.
like
They are.
possessions.
Well, it is
And it's
interesting how men oftentimes would be lost without women, and yet they're treated. We're treated so badly. Because I mean, yes, who does the cooking? Who does the farm work?
But there are wonderful men. You and I
Yes.
are married to
No, there
wonderful
are.
men
Got some
who
lovely men
are
at home.
who
Absolutely.
would
Oh,
never
there are.
concede us not they're equal. I think that's the other thing, that it's the ones who give manhood a bad name because they
ruin it
treat
for
us
everyone.
badly.
Yeah, but I think feminism at its base core is
Equality.
it's an empowerment for women. It's we have the right to choose our lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I never
So-
thought of myself as a feminist. I guess that does make me want to.
Of course
I don't
you
know.
are.
Welcome, sister.
I never. Right, yeah, okay.
Sure.
Why not?
Well, actually, I'll save that.
Oh, surprises.
Yes, but
Do we have to save it?
we do because
I
it'll
love
make more
surprises.
sense later.
Okay.
It'll make more sense after we take this first look at my recent vacation. I was having too much fun to actually do much videoing, but I got my little phone out and I was doing a little bit. So enjoy what you see.
Welcome to New Orleans. I was there recently and I had such a wonderful time that I thought I would take some video and bring it back to you all. Well, I was a little inebriated most of the time, but so there isn't a lot, but I hope you enjoy our little trip to New Orleans.
We're on the sea, we're on the Natchez paddle boats. You can't see the paddle because we're on the front end, or aft as it's known. I've arranged, it's a special day, I'm told, because we have it's the paddle boat versus tanker race day. And so far it seems that the tanker is winning, and we're very upset about that here on the paddle boat, so we're probably going to start throwing people off so we're lined up. And we can go faster and beat that thing. You'll notice there's the captain's salon. I had my hair done there. They did a marvelous job. It was a private party just for me. It was a private Jane's hairdo party, and we had a wonderful time. I did, anyway. No one else did. They all looked in the windows jealously. It's the beautiful city of New Orleans. In the background, you may hear someone speaking. He's very nice, he's very educated, and I haven't seen him yet, so he may not exist.
And we sincerely hope that you enjoyed your cruise. If you did enjoy your cruise, please tell your friends about us. If you did not enjoy your cruise, then please tell us.
Here we are, overlooking Jackson Square in the beautiful St. Louis Cathedral, and it's St. Louis. But as you can see, the clouds are somewhat threatening. Look at the beautiful magnolias over there. And now I am going to go have a beignet and a coffee because I'm tired and in need of sweets. See you soon. The delicious beignets have arrived at the Café Du Monde, and we're anxious to try them. So let's try. Clearly they're good. Oh, you're welcome. I ate them all of them, and now I'm going to snort the sugar. Bye.
We just happened upon these boys on the street. Aren't they wonderful?
Wonderful taste of ginger and cognac. This drink was made specially for me by the lovely bartender here who's... Whoops! Where is he? He's nowhere to be found. But that's all right because his work is here before us. With the little ice globe. It had a lovely orchid in it before, but I've since eaten the orchid. Sorry. Maybe if I run into him again, I will have another, but bottoms up. Cheers. Just a tidbit of what happened. We have a little musical segment coming up in the second half of the show, but first, we just want to know, yes, Elizabeth wants to know, do we have a Facebook page? Yes, we do. It is That's What She Said. There are thousands of That's What She Said, but I'm not quite sure how to...
BCTV. If you search for BCTV, That's What She Said.
Okay, if you search for BCTV, That's What She Said, you can find our Facebook page that way.
For the big red lips.
And Jay says, Kitty Horton, Grandpa says, hello.
Hello. Who said that?
Jay Austen.
Jay Austen? Oh, wow.
Well,
I don't know who is Jay Austen, but I know who is Kitty Horton. I know who calls me Kitty Horton, so I know who that is.
Well, as you can see, we've all shifted one down, and we have a special guest sitting here. This is Marsha Burry, and did I say the last name right?
You did.
Wonderful. She is a fitness instructor, and well, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Okay, I have my own business. I am a personal fitness trainer. I have my own business at my home. It's not in my home, it's a building adjacent to my home, and it's fully equipped with all the equipment, and I do personal one-on-one training. I'm not open to the public. So when you come to my gym, it's just you and me. Oh. There's no one walking in.
Cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. We have a lot of fun.
Yes, a friend of mine is actually a client of yours. Well, related to a client of yours, and he said you have a lovely talking time and just laugh a lot.
We do. We do. We've decided to have pajama parties. That's how much fun we have.
Wow.
Ooh, workout pajama parties. We
what's
wanted to
up.
have a pajama. We should go work out and have a pajama party at
We do
Marsha's.
that.
Yes.
Pajama
Yes.
I'm in.
We would have a ball.
Yeah.
And we serve drinks too.
Oh, well,
Sold.
I'm so
Working out, pajamas, drinks.
there you go. I mean,
That was the
you
missing
hit all the
ingredient.
sweet
Happy the
spots.
working out part.
So we were wondering, are there any,
that part.
because we're all a little sedentary in our ways, but is there anything one can do
Yeah,
to,
I'm sure you are. Yeah, right.
brush up on their fitness from a seated position?
Oh,
or-
absolutely, absolutely. There are tons of things to do. Whether you're sitting at your desk, whether you're sitting on the chair in your living room, whether you're sitting in a wheelchair, no matter where you're sitting, there's always something you can do. And you can do something both upper body and lower body as well. You know, because we have hormones in our body that are otherwise suppressed unless we exercise. So, and they're the feel-good hormones.
And
where
we want those.
you feel good about yourself, your endorphins come out, and you just feel good. So if you're sitting at a desk, you could even use your stapler and do something with that, a bicep curl, something for your triceps, your shoulders, and just keep your body moving.
Okay. Do you want to show us some?
Well, I brought with me just a set of weights. So how about if I will pass these down the line and I'll give everyone something to do.
All right.
Okay? So we'll start with you, Jane, and we'll just drop our arms down
These
to
are
the
rather
side.
heavy.
Yeah, they're 2 pounds. Okay.
Two pounds more than I'm used to carrying.
and just bring your arm. That's correct.
Look at that.
Yes. And if you can do that for 10 to 15 times,
I
you're
thought you
doing
were
a
going
great
to say
job.
10 to 15 minutes, and I was going to think my mom.
And do that a couple times a day. And what that does is that strengthens this muscle right in here, your bicep.
Excellent. Are you going to do one that's
Well, I sure am.
here.
If you keep a can of beans, and every time there's a commercial on television.
Absolutely. And you know what else is a really good device to use? A gallon jug of water. A gallon jug of
8 pounds.
That's an 8-pound weight, and it's very effective. Now, one of the biggest.
How'd you know that was 8 pounds?
I'm an ag teacher. It's ag math. We compare a gallon of milk and a gallon of water and see the weight difference.
Is there?
There's a difference.
How much? Which?
Shouldn't have said anything. I think milk is 12. I don't know. Don't quote me. Milk's heavier.
Well, of course, it has solids in it.
Yes.
Well, okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
We digress.
Sorry.
What are you going to make Sheila do?
Okay. Women, we all know about this area here. The reason we have that is there is nothing a woman does in her day-to-day life that uses that muscle. So that's why it becomes atrophied. To work that muscle, it is an isolated motion. So what we're going to do, let's take your arms straight up overhead.
Oh my God.
Okay, lock them in and drop them behind your head, keeping your elbows
that's hard.
in. Keep your
in.
elbows in. If you take your elbows out, you'll be using a different muscle. So the elbows must stay in, lift them back up and down.
That's hard.
Up and down. And that totally isolates this muscle.
I could do
gonna
that with
try
a
that.
can of peas in my hand.
Sure you could.
Okay.
That's hard.
I have some weights in my house.
And it will fatigue quickly because that muscle is not
Never
being
gets used.
What does anyone do in their regular, even men? What do
I was
they
just
do in
gonna
their
say-
regular life? That's
Well,
doing
because
that?
a lot of men are very
Putting on
active,
hats.
even roofing. You know, men use that muscle. And as you know, if you've ever painted a ceiling with a roller,
Right.
you know, we'll get that roller going. We're exhausted within, you know, 30 seconds.
Amen, sister.
You know, and men, they
Cole's
can
not
just
like
go
me.
and go and go with that. Yeah. Okay, now what we're going to do for you is
Okay,
we're
they're
going to work.
stronger than we are. That's
Yes.
why they're painting walls and we're not.
Well, men typically are stronger from the
But we
waist
pick out the
up
colors.
than
Right.
women. And women are stronger from the waist down than men because we're built to have babies.
Yeah.
They are built to bring home the deer. So that's
Much easier.
Consequently, they can stand more pain than they can.
Much easier, right?
okay. Now let's bring them up here, and your palm, and just push them straight up and down, up
And what is that doing?
Now that's working your shoulders.
Okay.
Okay, and we need, especially as we start to go through the aging process, we really need to keep those shoulders active because we will freeze up because our activities change. So we need to reach above our head and just go up and down.
So this isn't something I have to do this way?
You can do it 3 different ways.
Okay.
You can do it with your palms forward.
Okay.
Okay, you can do it with your palms in, and you can do it with your palms back.
And which is the one that's going to work more on this? Are any of them going to do
No,
that?
this is strictly for your shoulder. I can show you other exercises.
Because my shoulders are fine. It's this, really.
This is the one
I
I
wear
was
long
doing.
sleeves.
All right, we all
right.
want the turkey.
Well, after we
You
go
gotta do
through
this
this,
one.
I'm going to have
I can
all
try
of you
that.
do something that you can do at home
excellent.
for this.
Nice.
Which you can do this at home or at the office as well.
That's great.
Okay. Now what we're going to do over here, Nicole,
Bring it
just
on.
drop your
Careful with
hands.
microphone.
Yeah, could you?
I will.
All right, I'm in.
Okay, drop them
Hold it
down
up.
to the side
Got it.
and just lift them as high as your shoulder and back down. Just lift and lower.
Oh, this is awesome.
Lift and lower. That works the entire arm as well as the front of the shoulder.
Those guns.
Now, one more that I'd like to show you, Nicole, because you have the weights, is I want you to move forward in your seat. I want you to lean forward. Bring the weights down here.
You couldn't do that 2 months ago, could you?
And
No, I
down.
couldn't.
That is working your back. You know this stuff we get back here?
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, that gets
Yeah.
rid of
I got
that?
that too.
That'll
I'm
help.
going to be doing
Oh,
this
I'll be
when I
doing
go
that
home.
for
Get
hours.
some soup
Uh-huh.
cans.
Every day. Let's see, that's like this.
Yeah, you
Yes.
got to bend over and lift your
Now, if
weights
the table was
sideways.
closer, I could drink my mimosa too.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's multitask here.
What was it? Was it on what show called the McNippies?
Knippies.
Yes. There was some show that
Drinks?
called. Oh, that's powerlifting at its best. So you said you had more for.
Yes. One thing, and you might not be able to do it because I didn't give this consideration with the mic, but when you are at home or at work, scoot your backside off the edge of your seat. You're supporting yourself with your arms. You drop, you lift. You drop, you lift.
There's all kinds of things for you.
Oh, there are thousands of things you can do, but that is strictly only this.
Huh.
Wow.
And you can do that while watching TV.
Absolutely.
If you exercise during every commercial, because I'm a Weight Watcher, and that's one of the things that Weight Watchers has been talking about. At least do something.
Sorry. I'm definitely
At least do something during every
Martha's like she's
commercial.
leading the walkie.
Yeah, because commercials typically last, I believe,
long time.
between 3 and 5 minutes.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, so that is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes,
for,
thank you.
Great, thank you.
Well, it was my
joining us.
pleasure.
We can all do
That was
those
fun.
things.
And we all promised to do these things and.
Well,
and
I'm
make
going to check
ourselves-
in with Jamie.
Excellent.
Get our arms in shape.
Yes, we will keep going.
Instead
And
of
is,
2-pound
how does
weights,
one
I'm gonna
get in
free lift my
contact with you if they'd like to?
I better
avail
do
themselves
what I
over
need
there.
Yes,
'cause my
you can contact
flap
me
is all of a
by
sudden-
calling
Ah.
610-301-6830.
One more time. That's Marsha Burry at.
Yes, 610-301-6830.
And we'll put it up on the website.
Yes, we'll put it up on the website. We keep saying we'll put things up on the website, and somehow they never manage to get there, but we will do
get
this.
there.
Okay.
We'll at least put it up on Facebook. So there. Thank you so much for being with us.
Well, thank you for
and
having me. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Thank
awesome.
you.
And
Thank you.
Yes, you must check in to see how fit we are by the
By
end
next
of summer.
month,
Keep us
arms are going to look awesome.
Indeed. All right, as always has to happen here, we have to go for a short break. We'll see you on the other end.
You're watching bctv.org. Be informed, be involved, be a member. For membership information, go to www.bctv.org/support/membership. For other stories and information, go to bctv.org. www.bctv.org/support/membership.
break. That's so funny. Ready, Freddy?
Good. And welcome back. Thank you again, Marcia, for coming. She's gone off into the wilds to do some more exercising. What is going on over here?
These ladies, I don't know.
It was probably better when I was pregnant and couldn't drink anything.
Nicole's twisted.
Is this making anyone else a little burpy?
Me? I've burped like 4 times since we got on the
Good. So
air.
if you hear any air noises,
If you hear grumbling, it's probably me.
It's not our fault.
Sorry, it's the champagne. It's awful.
It was Nicole's idea.
It was.
You requested
I'll claim it. I'm not even ashamed.
I'm not ashamed either. I don't even care that I'm burping.
But
You know it's gross.
we keep, since we did have you here last week and we miss you, so
No,
we
I
keep
missed
we
you
keep
guys.
coming. The last month.
last month.
But we keep coming back to you because there was a piece you posted on Facebook that I noticed about things mothers never tell other mothers or new mothers, and
Those mothers.
So
She would have changed her mind
So
had she
tell
known.
us. So here is your chance as a new mother to tell the world, those possibly newly pregnant women and those who are going to become pregnant, what they need to know that no one else will tell them.
There's a pill.
Oh, Martha.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I have to say that there is one mother who did prepare me, and that would be my best friend. She told me, she warned me. She's like, make sure if you're going to have kids, you go into this with your eyes wide open. And I felt like I did go into it with my eyes wide open, and holy Hannah, I did.
Never really prepared yourself. Like, things happen.
What is the most
all the
surprising
time.
thing that you've found out now that you've had the baby?
The biggest thing, I thought, they always say, on those commercials too, they're like, the bond is instant, your child and you love each other forever. No, your kid.
You have to work on it.
Your kid's like, Wah, I need food. Wah, I need new diaper. I don't care who you are, just do it. I mean, and I know that the bond is forming between us, and he's a month old now, and now he's able to focus better, because in their first month, their eyes are crazy, by the way.
They're
Like,
googly
they
eyed.
cross, they go up into their heads. Like, there's a couple times I called the pediatrician, I'm like, I think my kid's possessed. His eyes are doing things that
He
aren't
just
normal.
rolled his eyes at me.
Like, my kid's eyes are like in the back of his head. He's like, it's normal, let it go. You just need a rest. But that bond is not instantaneous. You do bond with your child. I love my child. He is my world and my light. He's gorgeous and he's so sweet.
But babies are weird.
But babies are demanding.
weird.
They are demanding, and they're not thanking. I mean, it's I thought teaching was a thankless job. Motherhood is a thankless job.
Motherhood's worse.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning, you just want to sleep. And, there were a couple of times where I'm looking at this mewling little creature who's like still eating, and I'm going, there's so much food in you, please stop, just go to sleep.
Because you know what comes next.
Is
the blowout.
My kid has
in the middle of the night.
totally cured me of fear of any bodily function whatsoever. Anything. But
they have people for that.
I love my child, but it's really hard to love your child at 3 o'clock in the morning. But just like, set him down, walk away. The very last piece on that was, number 15 was, you understand why people shake their babies. You'd never do it, but you understand. Because there was one night where he was screaming and crying, and I just sat there, and I was helpless. It's the powerlessness. Yes. Like, I don't know what's wrong. I set him down, and I walked away, and I came back and I let him scream. I had to, because I was outside my mind.
I think that's one thing parents have forgotten. They think every time a baby screams or cries, they need to do something.
You have to hold it or something.
And you don't. Sometimes a baby just needs to cry, and they will get done crying.
Mm-hmm. Did he stop eventually when you stopped?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he worked it out. He just let it go.
You have to realize, when a baby is crying, it's frustrating, and it's frustrating at daytime.
Yeah.
It's, to the nth power frustrating late at night. And I have now seen all parts of time from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. I've seen every minute of that
it's like the
time frame.
Me too. Send them to my house. I'm up all night.
But you have to realize that they're not doing it to frustrate you. They're
just
trying
don't
to
know.
they're trying to figure their world out. They existed in this beautiful little,
little swimming
encapsulated pool where everything was great, and now they're thrust into this world, and it's
cold.
dry and it's cold and it's like, uncomfortable and confusing, and they just don't know, and you don't know.
Right.
Indeed.
But anyway.
So
and
there you
there's
go.
other things. Mothers, if you want to talk, pregnant women thinking about children, teenagers, come and talk to me before you even think
Oh my gosh.
that having a kid would be no big deal. Just please contact me. We'll chat.
Don't think that you're going to fit a baby into your life. I've heard that people
Oh
say,
my God.
no, we're
I
just going to
thought that.
work her into her life. No, you're not.
You're on
your
the
life
baby
will
schedule.
change
You work your
forever.
life into the baby.
Right.
Indeed.
You will fit into the baby's life.
My reality is very different now.
Yes.
We have 2 new tweets. We have one from Michael, darling Michael, who says, I look fabulous as always.
You do?
Thank you, darling. And Sheila, he misses petting your hair.
I miss you petting my hair too, Michael. Come back to me.
He loves watching the show.
Aw.
So thank you for
Thank you,
watching.
Michael.
We love
And we
you.
love
We
having
love
you
you,
watch
Michael.
it. And Jason has said he's looking forward to seeing the new Jane Street workout video.
Ooh.
He says it will rival
snap.
Jane Fonda's. It'll be better then.
Better.
Yeah, because did you see this
That's
mask?
how we can raise money for the show. we can
An
we can have an
exercise
exercise
marathon.
video. Wouldn't that be
We
fabulous?
should have a
I think that's a great
Zoomathon.
idea.
Well,
Jane Zoomathon.
before we go to the next segment, I was, of course, in New Orleans, and I brought each of you something fun.
Wow.
Yes, presents.
Surprise.
This takes a little explanation, but it's called the Wish Dog, and what it is, it's this little ceramic dog in which you write a wish down on a little piece of paper, stick it in its head, light it on fire.
Oh my God, I
the
love
wish
fire.
burns away, and the smoke comes out of the little dog's mouth.
How neat.
And you
I love
have
that
your wish.
idea.
So it's a little sort of spiritual voodoo-ish, the happy little dog from New Orleans.
That
they're,
is
they're custom
so
made at this
cool.
one
That is
artist
so
studio. No, that's Martha.
That's for Martha.
That's Martha. Because you like dogs.
I do love dogs.
That is super
That
cool.
is a cute.
I just thought this little voodoo doll sang your name. So
that's so cool. I do like voodoo dolls. That's so neat.
I had to get you this voodoo doll. Just
I love
just
it.
be kind to all of us when you're.
Of course.
you're
Oh my
focusing
gosh.
your
That
energy
looks
on it.
nothing like any of us.
No, but it does look like somebody I know, so watch out. You're coming.
And it's not specifically for
Oh,
Nicole,
my
but all presents.
things
to the-
baby are for me.
Yes, all things baby are for her. So we got this little poodat. There you
That
go.
is so cute.
You wear this.
Who that?
Thank you,
So on
Jane.
that-
These are so cool.
So on that note, roll the next video.
Who dat?
So we're here with Eudora Evan, who is a phenomenal singer. You've just seen her on stage. And tell us about how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 6 years here in New Orleans.
That's it?
6 years. Well, I started at church, my dad's church. Yeah, that's my background, gospel music. Moved to New Orleans, met my drummer online. He was looking for a soul singer.
He is phenomenal. I love that man.
Ridiculous. His name is Donald Wyken. And he built the band around me, and just over the years, we've added people here and there, and they're family. That's my New Orleans family.
That's wonderful. Now, where do you play? I assume you play other places.
I do. I'm at the Balcony Music Club Sunday nights and Tuesday nights. Then I'm at the Bourbon Orleans Hotel Wednesday through Friday night, and it's a duo. It's just jazz and blues. So
oh my goodness, I am staying at the Bourbon Orleans, so we will have to come in on Friday night.
You need to.
Oh,
It'll
my
be a
goodness.
great time. Great cocktails. If you've never been to New Orleans, every July they have the Tales of the Cocktail event. It's the largest cocktail event in the world.
Oh,
and the Bourbon Orleans is one of the hosts, so you got to come and have a real cocktail. It's phenomenal.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to know about you, because you are fabulous? You are
You
amazing.
should know that if you come to New Orleans, if you want to have a great down-home time, you don't want to worry about wearing a really nice dress or high heels or makeup. If you want to sweat and hear good music with a good band, you should come and see Eudora Evans and Deep Soul. We'll treat you like family.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Thank you for giving us some time, and you are phenomenal. And
Thank you.
I want to move here so I can see you all the time.
Come see me. I'll cook for
Indeed.
you.
Thank you so much.
Let's go on now. I'll show you how to do the best of all. Bring it around and set the noise on.
Sarah Peterson, you are phenomenal. The band, and it's all just wonderful. Can you tell us how long have you been doing this?
Smoking Time Jazz Club has been a band for 4.5 years.
Oh my!
Which is a pretty long time for a working band.
You are
to
so
sit in.
incredibly tight, and just
Thank you.
Everyone it's like a machine.
I'm glad to hear that.
Do you play regularly?
We do. We play, it's all of our living. We play as this band, and then all the guys play in different groups as well. So we're working musicians. Smoking Time plays numerous times a week. We're usually here at the Spotted Cat on Tuesdays and Thursdays varying, and we play down the road at other clubs, and we are street musicians.
Oh, wonderful.
Play on the street.
I think that's
a lot of
the
practice.
influence, yeah. Because it just that whole, you know how to grab a crowd, and it's just stunning the way you work. Is there anything you want to tell us about yourself that we should know?
Ooh.
I love to put people on the spot.
Well, I would like to just say that all the music is written before the 1930s, just to give you some background of what we're doing. So we're playing music that's going on 100 years old or older, and we have influences from later, of course, because it's 2014. But we're just keeping some old school traditional jazz alive in a accessible way.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're
the
welcome.
music
Thank
is
you.
amazing.
I hope you
and
like it.
thank you for being part of our little tour in New Orleans.
Hey, no problem.
Thank you very much, darling.
Trombone Johnny.
It's such a fabulous time I've had tonight. I don't understand a thing that's going on, but the music was wonderful, and you are such a wonderful crew of people. Can you tell us a bit about this club that you're
I have shows every day, and a lot of times it's going to be 2 shows a day. And so it really reaches across so many
I mean, is this the alternative club in New Orleans? Is there
One of many, I'd say.
many? I haven't found any others than this, and it's like I said, it's beyond me, but I just think you're fabulous.
Thank you. We think we're fabulous too.
Hanging out on Bourbon Street, and this is nothing like Bourbon Street, and it's such a refreshing change of pace from that sort of thing.
It is. It's a refreshing part of the neighborhood, and I think that you get Bourbon Street is the tourist place. I mean, it's really where when people think of New Orleans and they think of the fancy weird glasses.
On Frenchman Street, and hearing actually wonderful different things, and this has been my favorite part of the evening, and I really thank you for hosting us this evening, and it's just cheers. Yes, indeed. I thank you so much for being with us, and
Thank you for being with us, and cheers.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
Thank you so much. I was 3 sheets to the wind by the time we did that last interview in the morning. I was barely maintaining, but I maintained for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
I want to do a special shout out to our dear Eudora Evans, who
charming.
Beautiful. Who everyone here has fallen in love with.
her. Eudora, come to Reading.
Yes. We all want you to come here so we can have you on the show. Unfortunately, we can't pay to have you come here to be on the show, but
we'll feed you.
We'll feed you and house you.
Yes, that's it.
And give you booze.
She is probably the most wonderful person I've met in a very long time. And I love that young lady. Now, before I gush too much, surprise topic time. Who has the surprise topic tonight?
This girl.
It's Sheila.
I have a surprise topic. Okay.
All right.
So my surprise topic, brace yourselves, is, have you ever had a life event that when it happened you thought it was like a devastating thing, but then it eventually turned out to be something really kind of good? Yes, chew on this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's heavy, right?
Really?
And I've been, in a very contemplative mind lately. I've been doing a lot of thinking, so.
I definitely have.
Yes.
So.
That I thought it was terrible, but it ended up being a good thing.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, I discovered that I was pregnant with my second child that we had really been hoping would happen the day that my first husband decided we were going to move to Italy.
Oh no.
And I was devastated. Man, I was going to have this child in a country where I didn't speak the language, in Italy, I'm German, It was, I thought I would have a nervous breakdown. It was just awful. We were in Italy for 4 years, and it changed my life for the better. First of all, I got rid of that first husband, but it also was just the most enriching experience. It just changed me so much for the better to be there. So that absolutely was life-changing.
That's absolutely wonderful. Mine involves a husband as well, and it's when my late husband Otto decided that he would be casting me aside. He was a very jealous man, and he spent his life destroying a burgeoning career. There were several movies and albums that he managed because he was a man of means to buy up, and sort of shunted me off to the back burner on my rise up those many years ago. I'm recovered now.
And here
we are, and we're just having a wonderful time, and that is all in the past, and he's
dead. You don't have
dead.
to worry about Otto anymore.
Get
out,
he's
Otto.
dead. But that when he threw me away,
devastating.
I thought it was the end of the world.
Absolutely.
But I picked myself up, brushed myself off, and
put on your big girl panties and just
There
move
you
on.
Look at that. They're in there.
They're in there. They're under all those layers of fabric. Oh, it's hot in here tonight.
Oh my gosh, it's hot. I had to put down the yarn. I was like,
yeah,
baking under that.
I just had a life-changing event. No, mine involves a man too. Men.
Wow, what is it about these men?
I was dating this guy in college, and I had this notion that if I wasn't engaged before I graduated college,
you were gonna spinster
your
whole life away.
And then, I got a call to interview for the job here in Berks County, and basically it came up that if I took the job, our relationship was over, and it was devastating at the time, but being in Berks County for these last 10 years has made my life much better. I met all of you.
Right?
I met my husband.
So
I have
That's
a great job with all my
amazing.
students. So, yeah.
Wonderful.
And I don't know what he's doing. It doesn't really matter.
That's
He's with Otto. Go away. Go hang with Otto.
Well, that's the thing. It's amazing that those people who devastate us eventually become nothing.
And they do us a favor sometimes.
And it is a favor.
Yeah.
At the
Oh,
moment,
it's
it's just like my world is shattering. But at that, in retrospect, it was the best darn thing that could have ever happened.
Absolutely.
It just pushes you up to the next level.
Indeed. And how about you, my dear?
Well, mine is pretty reminiscent of what Nicole just said. I had the whole relationship thing going on, and I did get a job offer. I was actually, I had left Berks County and moved to New York for a while, and then I got offered a job back in Berks County, and well, yeah, obviously, you know how the rest of the story plays out. So, and it ended up being a good thing. I'm very satisfied with where I am now. So, yeah, no complaints.
And we're
here. Awesome. And we're all here.
And we're all here, and we're all glad to be here. And now, unfortunately, we're running out of time. I hate that this happens. Yes, we're down to under 3 minutes.
When are we going to get moved up to a 2-hour show?
Oh, yeah.
We have so much more to say.
You want to watch? Look, Jamie's head's exploding.
Jamie just ran out the door. Oh my gosh! Somebody get him.
I just gave him a heart attack.
Aren't we going weekly?
2 hours.
No.
Weekly. Wow.
I do want to announce, do a shout out to our wonderful BCTV, who allows us to do what we do.
To hang out here
They have
and have
a luau coming up on. Oh wait, we'll have a show before that. Never mind. Is there anything coming up before our next show that I should know about? Never mind.
We'll talk about that next month.
There is a luau on July 30th, but we'll tell you about that next show. Anything anybody here has that's coming up that they are interested in? Not you don't have to have a personal involvement.
Well, I live in the Governor Mifflin School District, and their community days are coming up. You got to get the ice cream waffle sandwich thing. Is delicious.
Your son is going to go to.
He'll be a Governor Mifflin kid.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, as long as we stay in this house, but well, ghost staying. But Governor Mifflin days are fantastic. I love going there, and you'll see me and fireworks. Fireworks are my favoriteest thing on the planet.
Are they?
We should
I love
get
fireworks.
together and go to the lawn and.
Hey,
Can we film
parking
on the
is
lawn?
easy at my house. And
You have a driveway?
no, but we have plenty of yard space. You can park in the
1
yard.
minute, darlings.
Sorry.
Anybody else?
We have a lot of wonderful parks and open space in Berks County. Get your kids out, turn your phones on, take their iPads, put them in their bedroom, and go and be outdoors because we have so much to do.
It's a perfect time to be outdoors.
Berks County.
Speaking of outdoors,
Yes.
aren't our friends at Papillon having some type of pig roast this
It
coming
is.
up?
It's this Saturday at. Well, I'm not sure what time, but there is a pig roast at Papillon. You do need tickets.
It's on their Facebook page.
Is this Art on the Avenue on Saturday?
It is. Art on
It's
the
right
Avenue.
after that.
The pig roast is this Saturday, so give Papillon a call. I don't have the number, but Papillon on Penn.
Pig roast, beer.
It's a
gonna be
pig
fun.
roast. It's
Music.
wonderful. And now I'm being told, so we have to say goodbye. So thank you, BCTV. Thank you, all of us. Thank you, Marsha Burry. And thank you, John, Scott, Allison, and Joan in the control room.
Yay, thank you.
Come back next time. I didn't find out when it is, but it's sometime in July. The third week in July for our next.
third
That's what
Wednesday.
she said. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adios.